I have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 here, and today I'm going to show you how to install the Xiaomi.eu version of MIUI on this device. Now, it doesn't matter if you have the Chinese version of MIUI installed or if you have the global/international version. The process will be the same. Getting the Xiaomi.eu version of MIUI on a Xiaomi device is a very popular request. I've already seen it pop up at least twice in the comments so far, so I wanted to do a dedicated tutorial to show you exactly how that is done. So before we can do any of that, we need to have some things set up ahead of time. Firstly, we need to download the Xiaomi.eu ROM, which I'm going to have linked in the video description for my full tutorial that is on my website. You're also going to have the bootloader of the Redmi Note 7, or in the future, the Redmi Note 7 Pro, unlocked. So if you have not unlocked the bootloader yet, you need to go through the unlock process, which again, if you haven't done that or don't know how to do that, look in the video description, look on my website for the full tutorial for this guide, as I'll have a link to how to unlock the bootloader. And finally, you're going to have TWRP installed, because we need to flash this ROM to the device, and we're going to do that with a custom recovery called TWRP. All of that is going to be linked to and explained in the full tutorial. So if you're starting with a fresh device, you just pull that out of the box, you need to go through a number of other steps that I just mentioned before we can install the Xiaomi.eu version of MIUI on the Redmi Note 7. Now, the folks over at Xiaomi.eu make a lot of changes to the core MIUI firmware that a lot of people like. I will have a full list of the changes that at least they themselves advertise for their custom ROMs, you could say. You could say that they are a custom ROM, a firmware, however you want to explain it. So once you have downloaded that ROM, you're going to need to move it, copy it to the device, to your Xiaomi Redmi Note 7, and then we're going to power off so that we can boot up into our custom recovery. And again, I can't say this enough if you're not familiar with how to do any of this, like booting into the custom recovery mode, booting into TWRP, or anything else like that. Just go to my website, as I have all of that directly linked. Since we have a custom recovery on our device already, just in case something goes wrong, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you create your first Nandroid backup. I showed you how to do this yesterday, so you can either look at my YouTube channel, or you can again go to my website and look through the category for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7, so you can have a backup just in case something goes wrong. There's always a chance that you maybe misclicked or downloaded the wrong version, or the version that was released has bugs in it that you're not quite comfortable with using. There are a lot of reasons why you always want to have a recent backup just in case something goes wrong, so you can restore from that. So once you have booted into the TWRP main menu, we need to go ahead and do a wipe and just do a regular factory reset. So just swipe the white arrows to the right to do a factory reset. Then we're going to tap on the home button. We're going to tap on the install button. And then we're going to tap on the Xiaomi.eu version of the device. You can see this is for the Note 7, and it is for MIUI version 10.2.8.0. So we're just going to tap on that zip file that we have downloaded and either moved or copied to the device. And then we simply need to wipe or swipe the white arrows to the right to begin the installation. The installation process is going to take a minute or two. And if you don't realize this already, since we have done a factory reset, we are losing all of the data we have on our device. It's going to keep the stuff that we have in our download folder, like the zip file. But as far as our Google account or our Xiaomi account or any applications, games, photos, videos, contacts, anything that is not saved to the cloud so that you can restore at a later point is going to be wiped and deleted. You can see there are going to be multiple progress bars that you're going to have to wait through. Just remember to be patient during this process. This is one of the reasons why I record these videos now, so that instead of having to just go to a website and reading text, you can actually follow along with me in the video. So once you are done, you're going to see that the done message is right there. And then you're going to get a Reboot System or Wipe Cache Dalvik buttons down here. I haven't used Cache or Dalvik for wipes on for anything in years. You can always ignore that. But when you want to boot back into MIUI, you just need to go ahead and tap on that Reboot System button. Or we can tap Home. We can install our Magisk zip file if you want to be rooted, anything like that. I usually recommend that you, whenever you install a fresh ROM like this, that you just boot up into that ROM normally. So as I'm doing this, I'm just going to boot up into the Xiaomi.eu version of MIUI, and then later I can go back and either set up TWRP again if it has wiped the recovery partition, or I can install Magisk as it has removed Magisk from our device. But I just always recommend that you set up the initial ROM before you start installing any other things like Magisk, TWRP, either if you're using Exposed, anything like that. Just go ahead and set up your firmware first, and then you can go ahead and put your extra mods on there. So we're just going to be tapping the Reboot System button. And this is going to take us through the typical boot animation sequence. But you have to remember that we have just done a factory reset. Now that means that this first boot cycle is going to take longer than normal. Not only does Android have to set some stuff up, but Xiaomi's MIUI has to set some stuff up as well. So just like I told you to be patient during the install process of the Xiaomi.eu version of MIUI on the Redmi Note 7, be patient during this first boot cycle as well. Assuming you did not install the wrong version, and barring any other radical issues or bugs. Again, these people work on these custom ROMs in their spare time. They do this on a voluntary basis. Every now and then a bug might slip through. The next version of the Xiaomi.eu version of MIUI may have a bug in it for this particular device. We see this happen on Lineage OS from time to time. We see it happening on Resurrection Remix from time to time. Pixel Experience. There's always some incidences that happen from time to time, which again is why I always recommend to have a fresh backup. You can see we are already going to the MIUI setup page. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect my device to the wireless network. I'm going to connect and activate my Mi account. And then I'm just going to go through the MIUI 10 setup process real quick. So now that I've set that up, I'm just going to go through the typical Mi 10 setup process. I'm just going to do this as a fresh install. And I'm going to skip, well, I'll go ahead and set that up as well real quick. And now that I've logged into my Google account, it's going to go through the regular Google setup process for Android. I don't need Mi Sync on or Mi Cloud. I'm just going to turn all this stuff on just for a quick setup. And there we have it. Mi 10 is complete. And we have now switched from the Chinese version of Mi 10 over to the Xiaomi EU version of Mi 10 simply by flashing the zip file in TWRP. You can see we already have the Play Store installed. We've gotten rid of a lot of the Xiaomi bloatware. And finally, just to show you that it has actually switched over properly, when we go into settings, we look at the My Device section, we can see that we are running MIUI by the Xiaomi.eu team. for the Redmi Note 7.